Hello and welcome back to our School of the Rock summer road trip. It's me, Sandra. Now, today our road trip has taken us to one of my favorite vacation destinations, the beach. I mean, look at this place. Isn't it beautiful? I love the sand under my feet and the sound of the waves lapping onto the beach. I got here early and no one else has arrived yet. I'm just standing in the water here, enjoying the quiet. I have the whole beach to myself. Now, one of the things I am always very respectful about are the beach rules. You see that sign over there? Yeah, it has a list of rules for visitors to follow. So why do you think it's important to follow the beach rules? Go ahead, shout out your answer. Yep, to keep us safe. Yep, to keep the beach clean. And here's another one for you. So we all get along while we're using the beach. All of those things are important. Besides the rules on the sign, there are other rules that I like to follow when I'm at the beach. Things like always wear sunscreen and wear a life jacket if I'm swimming out into deep water or if I'm going on a paddleboard or kayak, and wear water shoes so you don't cut your feet on rocks or sharp shells in the water. Now, beach rules aren't made to keep us from having fun. They're meant to protect us and to make sure that everyone has a good time. When the Israelites were wandering through the desert, God gave them a very special set of rules to follow. Now, these weren't rules for the beach. There was a lot of sand in the desert, but very little water. These were rules for them to live by, rules to help them obey God. These are rules for their own protection. Let's check out a Bible passage. Let's check out a passage found in Exodus 21-17 and chapter 31, verse 18. God had led the Israelites to Mount Sinai. Once they were there, God instructed Moses to have the people prepare for God to come down on Mount Sinai. When God came down on the mountain, he told Moses to go to the top to meet with him alone. There, God gave him some special rules for his people, rules to help them live God's way, to love God and others. These rules would help to protect them and help them to serve God. The rules included 10 commandments. These are the 10 commandments God spoke to Moses. Then God spoke all these words. I am the Lord your God. I brought you out of the land of Egypt where you were slaves. You must not have any other gods except me. You must not make for yourselves any idols. Don't make something that looks like anything in the sky above or on the earth below or in the water below the land. You must not worship or serve any idol. This is because I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God. A person may sin against me and hate me. I will punish his children, even his grandchildren and great-grandchildren. But I will be very kind to thousands who love me and obey my commands. You must not use the name of the Lord your God thoughtlessly. The Lord will punish anyone who is guilty and misuses his name. Remember to keep the Sabbath as a holy day. You may work and get everything done during 6 days each week, but the seventh day is a day of rest to honor the Lord your God. On that day, no one may do any work, not you, your son or daughter, or your men or women slaves. Neither your animals nor the foreigners living in your cities may work. The reason is that in 6 days the Lord made everything. He made the sky, earth, sea, and everything in them. And on the seventh day he rested. So the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and made it holy. Honor your father and your mother. Then you will live a long time in the land. The Lord your God is going to give you this land. You must not murder anyone. You must not be unfaithful to your spouse. You must not steal. You must not tell lies about your neighbor in court. You must not want to take your neighbor's house. You must not want his wife or his men or women slaves. You must not want his ox or his donkey. You must not want to take anything that belongs to your neighbor. Then after the Lord told Moses many other things about how the people were to live, this happened. So the Lord finished speaking to Moses on Mount Sinai. Then the Lord gave him 2 stone tablets with the agreement written on them. The finger of God wrote the commands on the stones. Those were some pretty important rules that God gave to Moses for his people. Those rules are also for us today because we are God's people too. There is no more important set of rules than the 10 Commandments. God gave his people the 10 Commandments by writing them on stone, so they always remember them. The 10 Commandments teach us how to live a life that is pleasing to God, how to love God, and how to love and get along with others. If I was to give you a shortened version of the 10 Commandments, it would sound something like this. Put God first. No fake gods. Respect God's name. Respect God's day of rest. Respect your parents. Do not kill people. Respect marriage. Do not steal. And do not lie about others. And do not be jealous. The 10 Commandments are rules that show us how to love God and others. They are holy, and they show us how to live a good life. Now, imagine what the beach would be like if there were no rules. If you didn't have any rules at the beach, you might have people getting their feet cut on broken glass from old bottles, or you might step in dog poop. You have people acting inappropriately and causing trouble for others. Or you might have people swimming in dangerous areas and unable to swim back. The beach might become unsafe and a place where people aren't considerate of others. Beach rules are meant to protect us and help us to have a good time and get along with others. Likewise, God's rules are designed to help us live and play well with others. They teach us to respect other people's property. They teach us to be honest and not to lie about someone else. They teach us to be kind and respectful to our parents, whose job it is to teach us to live by God's rules. Most importantly, they teach us to love and honor God above all else. Rules aren't made to spoil our fun or make things harder on us. They're made to show us the right way to live. God's commandments are holy and they are good. Let's thank God for his rules and ask him to help us obey them. Say today's big idea with me. God gave us the 10 Commandments to help us live the best life possible. Well, thanks for joining me here today at the beach. I am ready to jump into that beautiful, warm, calm water. And yes, I brought my sunscreen, as I said earlier, to stay safe. See you next week. Bye.